This week in oncology, one EU approval and two phase 3 readouts and a notable PESFIC analysis you should know about. Hi, I'm Sulekha. Welcome back to Oncology Updates from OncoAssist. Firstly, a post-hoc analysis of the PESFIC trial, looking at whether common supportive medications blunt the benefit of consolidation immunotherapy in unresectable stage 3 non-small cell lung cancer. Across 660 patients, baseline exposure to proton pump inhibitors was associated with markedly worse outcomes in the durvalumab group, median progression-free survival of 9.4 versus 17.2 months, and overall survival of 33 versus nearly 58 months. Baseline antibiotic use was linked to shorter progression-free survival as well. Critically, no such effect was seen in the placebo group, and the treatment by exposure interaction was statistically significant, pointing to a real treatment-dependent signal. Next, from Europe, the European Commission has approved epcoritamab plus lenalidomide and rituximab, the R2 regimen, for adults with relapsed or refractory follicular lymphoma. It's the first bispecific-based chemotherapy-free option approved in Europe in the second-line setting. In the phase 3 EPCOR FL1 trial, it reduced the risk of progression or death by 79% versus R2 alone. Overall response rate was 96% versus 81%, and 74% of patients achieved a complete response rate, compared with 43% on R2, a meaningful new option at first relapse in an incurable disease. Next, Roche's Crescendo-1 study, the global first head-to-head trial of KRAS G12C inhibitors, divarasib, a next-generation inhibitor, was compared directly against the approved agents sotorasib or adagrasib in previously treated KRAS G12C mutated NSCLC. The trial met both its primary endpoint of progression-free survival and its key secondary endpoint of overall survival, with statistically significant improvements. OS significance reached at interim analysis with no new safety signals. Full numbers are coming at an upcoming meeting, but Roche is positioning divarasib as a potential new standard of care in this subtype. Lastly, the phase 3 Polargo trial published in JCO adding polatuzumab vedotin to Regemox was compared against Regemox alone in relapsed or refractory DLBCL patients ineligible for stem cell transplant, with overall survival as the primary endpoint. Across 255 patients, median overall survival was 19.5 versus 12.5 months, a 40% reduction in the risk of death. The most common grade 3-4 events were thrombocytopenia and neutropenia, a clear survival benefit for group with historically poor outcomes. That's This Week in Oncology. Thanks for tuning in. Share this with a colleague and download the OncoAssist app. See you in the next one.